Good Saturday afternoon, everybody over in Mississippi. Hope everybody is doing well on this Saturday afternoon. And we currently have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, one of these is down here in the Pine Belt area. This includes Hattiesburg, Ellisville, all the way up to Laurel. And so this is a very large severe thunderstorm warning that expires in 34 minutes. And as you can see, there is a report of 1-inch hail over in the Petal, Mississippi area, which is in Forest County, Mississippi. This is from Broadcast Media. Hail was falling in and around Petal with sizes ranging from pea up to quarter-sized hail that is in Petal, Mississippi. And this was as of 2:49 this afternoon. And so this storm has a history in the Hattiesburg area of producing quarter-sized hail. And so now your severe thunderstorm down here in the Pine Belt area is north of the city of Hattiesburg right now. It is sitting down here near the Mossell and the Rainey community, coming up here towards the Ellisville community down here in South Mississippi. We've got another severe thunderstorm warning that includes the areas just north of Newton over Decatur, Mississippi, and this warning goes until 3:45 for the potential of 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail as well. And if you are in Decatur, it's going to be on top of you at around 3:20, which is in about 5 minutes from now. So those are the two areas of concern. We've got this one up here that is including the Decatur, Mississippi area north of Hickory and north of Newton. And then we've got this other one down here that is producing 1-inch diameter hail, which is quarter-sized hail that was over Petal, Mississippi, and Forest County, Mississippi. At 2:49, hail was falling in and around Petal with sizes ranging from pea size up to quarter-sized hail. And the good news is I'm not seeing any signs of rotation with either one of these storms. Usually the storms in the summertime months can and often do produce large hail and damaging straight line winds, but the good news is you can occasionally have a brief tornado, but it's not very likely in the summertime months because we just don't have the wind shear that is involved in the thunderstorms. The majority of the wind shear is a little bit north of the area right now over the area of Arkansas. And as you can see, there was a couple of tornado warnings up there in Arkansas. There's other severe thunderstorm warnings in and around the Arkansas area, in Tennessee and North Carolina, but no active tornado warnings in the southern states right now, and that is the good news. But once again, these storms that are down here into Hattiesburg, Ellisville, Laurel, and the Mossell, Mississippi area can produce hail up to 1 inch in diameter or larger. And this warning down here goes for another 30 minutes right now until 3:45 p.m. And this is going to be for Forest and Jones County, Mississippi, for a severe thunderstorm that was located over Petal, moving north at 25 miles per hour. And I do see that the Weather Service down in Mobile has just posted another severe thunderstorm warning for Leakesville, Mississippi. And this one also includes a small portion of southwest Alabama. And this one goes for another 44 minutes. And I believe this one is going to be for Greene County, Mississippi, moving north at 10 miles per hour. The storm was located over Leakesville, 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. Leakesville, Mississippi is the only spot in Mississippi that will be impacted by this one thunderstorm here. Storm is sitting over Leakesville and then over here towards the 57 corridor in southeast Mississippi. So we've got multiple severe thunderstorms ongoing right now in the state of Mississippi. We got one that is right here over the Leakesville area. We've got one that is north of Hattiesburg, in between Hattiesburg and Ellisville, moving towards Laurel. And then we've got this other one up here that is over Decatur, Mississippi, north of Newton. So those are the three severe thunderstorm warnings that we currently have on the board right now. Now we've also got this strong thunderstorm over here south of DeKalb and south of Scuba that could prompt a severe thunderstorm warning over here for the areas in and around DeKalb and Scuba. So we're going to have to watch those as well. But the strongest one on the board right now is definitely going to be this one down here near the Leakesville, Mississippi area, and especially getting over here towards the Clark area along the 57 corridor, and then stretching down here towards the Vernal area down there in Greene County, Mississippi. So those are the only warnings of concern that we currently have, and we've also got a thunderstorm that is popping up right over the city of Laurel, but that storm is not the one that they are warning for. It's going to be this one down here that is sitting down here southeast of Seminary, southwest of Ellisville. And I can put this into motion for you, and as you can see, it is basically paralleling the 59 corridor, and it is also paralleling the 11 corridor as well. Coming over here towards the Collins, Mississippi area along the 84 corridor as well. But this is a strong thunderstorm. This one is not severe at the moment. So those are the areas of concern. And once again, let me check on this one up here for our friends in DeKalb, Mississippi, or Decatur, Mississippi, I should say. And as you can see, if you were in Union, Mississippi, along the 15 corridor, you guys need to prepare for damaging straight line winds and the possibility of quarter-sized hail. And of course, there is your hail core that is sitting in between Decatur and Stratton, Mississippi, along the 15 corridor. You've also got a hail core that is sitting north of Leakesville, Mississippi, now along the 57 corridor, just off to the southeast of Clark, Mississippi, moving up to a point along the 57 corridor, about to cross the state line, moving into Fruitdale, which is down there in Washington County, Alabama. And then the storm is weakening in and around the Hattiesburg area, but another hail core is popping up near Collins and Station Creek near the 84 corridor as we speak. So today you can expect a couple of isolated storms that could prompt a severe thunderstorm warning with the possibility of a couple of damaging straight line winds and a couple of large hailstones as we move into the afternoon and through the rest of the evening hours. And all of these storms down here along the coast and just north of the coast, they will need to be watched as they continue to move on to the north. I cannot rule out the possibility of more severe thunderstorm warnings later on, but the tornado threat is rather low for the rest of the day and tonight because we are not in an environment of wind shear with the possibility of tornadoes. So summertime, you can get tornadoes, but let me show you this. As you can see, your bigger tornado threat in the summer comes up here towards Indiana and Columbus, Ohio. So the tornado threat in the summer lifts to the north over towards the Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota, South Dakota, and North Dakota areas, along with Indiana and Ohio. Now, occasionally, you can get a weak tornado out of summertime thunderstorms, but it is very, very rare. So, the good news is, with the summertime thunderstorms, most of these are going to be your hail producers and your straight line wind producers, and a lesser threat of tornadoes. So once again, before I sign off, I just wanted to do a quick little video and show you guys the active warnings. We've got one storm that is sitting over Leakesville, Mississippi right now, stretching all the way up towards the old Avera area and Clark, Mississippi, along the 57 corridor in Greene County, Mississippi. And this is for eastern Greene County for 38 more minutes. You've got another severe thunderstorm warning that is going to be for this batch of storms that is north of Hattiesburg, in between Hattiesburg and Ellisville right now, near the Rainy and the Marcel, Mississippi area. And then you finally have this one last severe thunderstorm warning that is up here between Decatur and Union, Mississippi, and all of these warnings will expire at 3:45 this afternoon. So guys, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Make sure that you keep an eye to the sky and have multiple ways of receiving warnings in the event that we have a couple of more severe thunderstorm warnings later on this afternoon and this evening across Mississippi, because of these air mass thunderstorms that can produce severe weather and can produce hail and damaging straight line winds, with a non-zero threat of an isolated tornado. But the tornado threat in the summer, like I keep saying, is rather low. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your afternoon and evening. And as always, God bless. And I will see you guys at a later time. But once again, before I leave, Leakesville, Mississippi, you guys are under the gun. Ellisville and Laurel, you guys are under the gun. And right now also Decatur, Mississippi, you guys are under the gun, and all of these warnings will expire at 3:45 this afternoon.